Headlines of this edition: city leaders visited and congratulated press agencies on the 99th Vietnam Revolutionary Press Day. From July 1st, the base salary of cadres, civil servants and public employees will be increased by 30% from 1.8 to 2.34 million Vietnam dong a month. Touch, the longest running film ever made entirely with AI technology. Hello and thanks for tuning in to another edition of Cần News and Top News today. On June 20th afternoon, head of the Propaganda Education Board and the Cần Thơ City Party Committee Nguyễn Ngọc Tâm and leaders of the Department of Information and Communications, Cần Thơ City Journalists Association and the office of the City Party Committee visited and congratulated press agencies on the 99th Vietnam Revolutionary Press Day, June 21st.
The delegation visited the permanent office of the Voice of Vietnam in Mekong Delta, VTV Cần Thơ, representative office of Nhân newspaper, Vietnam News Agency, Cần Thơ newspaper, Cần Thơ City Radio and Television. Mr. Nguyễn Ngọc Tâm acknowledged the positive contribution of central and local press agencies during the past time, hoping that press agencies would continue to cooperate in propagating the implementation of the party's guidelines and policies, the state's policies and laws. The city's leaders are committed to continuing to accompany the press system in the development process, creating all conditions for journalists and reporters to be provided with full information and convenience in their work.
On June 20th, the city military headquarters coordinated with departments, mass organizations, and the Veterans Liaison Board of Tây Đô Battalion to visit and offer incense to commemorate heroes and martyrs on the occasion of the 60th founding anniversary of Tây Đô Battalion, June 24th, 1964, June 24th, 2024.
The delegation visited the Memorial Hall of Heroes and Martyrs of Tây Đô Battalion in Thanh An Town, Vĩnh Thạnh Suburban District, Martyrs Cemetery in Tân Hiệp and Dong Ring Townships, Kiên Giang Province. In a solemn and respectful atmosphere, the delegation of Cần Thơ City offered incense and remembered heroes and martyrs, including the elite sons of Cần Thơ homeland who have dedicated their lives to the fatherland. This activity demonstrates the moral of drink water and remember the source, remembering the merits and generation of officers and soldiers of Tây Đô Battalion.
On June 20th afternoon, Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Chương and leaders of relevant units had a working session with Thời Suburban District to remove difficulties and obstacles in the disbursement of public investment capital, projects calling for investment, and orientation for the development of industrial zones and clusters in the suburban district in 2024.
At the meeting, leaders of Thời District proposed the City People's Committee to pay attention to and support the locality to supplement the medium-term capital plan, the period of 2026 to 2030. Support funding for the implementation of zoning plan projects, detailed planning of projects calling for investment in the district. At the same time, it is proactive in advising, planning, proposing to the city, coordinating with relevant units to complete relevant procedures as soon as possible.
Regarding preparation for the 2024 high school graduation exam, on the afternoon of June 20th, the Department of Education and Training of Cần Thơ City held a press conference to provide information about the exam.
For the high school graduation exam in 2024, up to now, the steering committee of the high school graduation exam in the city and districts has basically prepared the conditions for personnel and equipment to organize the exam. To prepare for the exam, the city established 25 official exam sites, 562 exam rooms, and 9 backup exam sites located in 9 districts. The high school graduation exam in 2024 will take place from June 26 to 29. Cần Thơ City has more than 12,800 candidates registering for the exam, of which 10,922 candidates are in grade 12. The rest are candidates for in grade 12 for continuing and free education.
Within the framework of the training program on improving the capacity to access finance and diversify capital sources for agricultural enterprises in the Mekong Delta, jointly organized by the Ministry of Planning and Investment and relevant units in the Mekong Delta, on the afternoon of June 20th, representatives of the Corporate Banking Department, Agribank, introduced some preferential credit programs for customers. Currently, Agribank has over 200 products and services for corporate customers. In addition to loan programs according to the government's orientations, policies, programs, production and business activities, Agribank also has other loan programs such as financial offset loans, loans to encourage the development of high-tech agriculture, loans according to the overdraft limits, and so on. At this meeting, agricultural enterprises and representatives of Agribank shared relevant issues in order to help customers increase the ability to successfully access capital of Agribank in general and other credit institutions in particular. At a regular press conference taking place on June 20th afternoon, Minister of Home Affairs Phạm Thị Thanh said that the Politburo has agreed to implement 4 out of 6 of the clear contents in the salary reform project from July 1st. However, due to many inadequacies and the need to carefully study step by step, the abolition of the base salary is not eligible for implementation. Therefore, from July 1st, the base salary of cadres, civil servants, and public employees will be increased by 30% from 1.8 to 2.34 million Vietnam dong a month. The Ministry of Finance calculations show that if the contents of the public sector salary reform are fully implemented, the increase in the total salary fund of cadres, civil servants, and public employees is 30.6%. This figure does not include bonuses. Based on that, the base salary from the current 1.8 million to 2.34 million Vietnam dong a month is equivalent to the increase of 30%. The Minister of Home Affairs said that this is the highest increase ever, contributing to improving the lives of salaried people and enjoying allowances, subsidies, and support policies associated with the base salary. According to data from Vietnam Customs, in May 2024, Vietnam's trophies export turnover reached $167 million, up 5% compared to May 2023. Cumulative dry exports in the first 5 months of this year reached $747 million, up 2% over the same period last year. Frozen crawfish fillets are still the main export product of Vietnam's crawfish production sector. China and Hong Kong of China are still the largest consumers of Vietnamese crawfish. May was recorded as the month in which the value of Vietnam's crawfish exports to China and Hong Kong, China, was the second highest since the beginning of this year, with a value of nearly $50 million, a slight increase of 0.4% over the same period, an increase of 21% compared to the previous month. Director Phạm Vĩnh Khương, he just released a short video introducing his latest film called Touch. The video doesn't just grab attention because of its epic technical effects and advanced production techniques. In particular, this is the longest running film ever made entirely with AI technology. Touch is set in the context of a fictional world that is facing the end of the world. Through Touch, director Phạm Vĩnh Khương wants to convey a strong message about love and connection between people. When faced with difficult decisions, it becomes extremely important to maintain sincere relationships and mutual respect. Touch is a breakthrough in the film industry with the use of AI technology in the entire production process. The total production time of the film is up to 3,000 hours. And last but not least, we have the updated weather forecast. And that's it for this edition of Continues. If you want to watch again English Bulletin, please visit our website, TV.vn. And now thanks for being with us. Goodbye and see you next time.